So this video is the beginning of our brewer series, and last time we were in Portland, you saw we went to Allagash. We didn't really go too far into it, and that is why we're doing a special episode of Love Me, Feed Me, so you can go really into the places that not everybody gets to see in Allagash. And we're lucky to have the connections. Lindsay, who you'll see majority in the video, explains why Allagash has such a great corporate culture and love for beer and why we love it so much.
Oh, absolutely. Since our trips up there recently, every time I go up there, I become a bigger and bigger fan of Allagash. And I can't say it's something that people overlook, but they've been around for so long that people think like, I don't know if it falls out of people's minds that they're putting out amazing stuff, but if they're ever doubting them, go.
And I think, one of the best sour programs right now,
God.
especially here in New England. And these are two of the beers that we picked up. They actually, they carry a high ABV and drink so smooth. So the first one, Emile. So this one is an ale aged in barrel wines, and you're going to see in the video when we're drinking it, but also the barrel room where, and it's just so cool to see because they have a date on them and a name of the beer. Some of them get actually produced, some of them they just keep for themselves.
Right.
And then this one.
Yeah, Allagash, the interlude. Well, real quick with the this dude, it's a 7.2% alcohol in that guy. And this one is a 10.6. And when she poured them both out, we didn't know which one was which. They're both sort of similar in color. They both came out that day, I guess. I remember her saying. And we tried them both and couldn't figure out which one was the 10.6.
I think I thought I was going to like that one, and I stole your interlude.
Did. Yeah. Absolutely horrific beer because it has so much alcohol in it and, a real sleeper. So be careful with this one.
But it's an ale aged again in red wine barrels, and the flavor is just out of control.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we had the privilege of taking a, what do they call them, VIP tour of Allagash.
So that's why we're here.
Yep.
To bring you on it.
Yes.
So check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when Rob started the company, that was his mash tun. That was it.
So how old is this?
Well, I don't know how old the tank is, but we've been using it. We have been using it for 21 years.
Now the size is different, right?
Yeah,
so it's...
Originally, we had a 15 barrel system when Rob started, and this got ramped up to a 30 barrel. But then there wasn't actually a door on it when we started the company.
Wow.
So when they were brewing, in order to get the grain out, they actually had to shovel it out the top, which was crazy. So they ultimately decided, okay, we can't keep doing this, and they finally put a door.
Much more labor intensive, yeah.
We're going to be using this side of the brew house more regularly now. We're going to be brewing more of our year-round beers on it. It used to be that we would brew kind of our smaller batch stuff on it, like our house beer and the Koolship beers, but we wouldn't brew as regularly. So now we're going to use the space a little bit more. We finally retired the 21-year-old old dairy tank that we were using. And now it's a beautiful new piece, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what kind of barrels do you guys use for this?
So all the barrels in here are Jim Beam. Back in about 12 years ago, we got a few Jim Beam barrels. We tried a bunch of different versions of different beers in them, and we decided that triple was by far and away the best base beer for this beer. So it sits in here for 6 to 8 weeks, and then when it comes out, it has this amazing toasted coconut, caramel, vanilla flavor that you get from the bourbon.
Yeah, Curieux is unbelievable. It's an absolute must try.
They started as two completely different beers. So they had a golden sour and a dark sour, and then we decided that we liked the flavor of the two blended. And these barrels came from France. They're like a French aperitif wine. And we just liked the flavor of the combined.
And how many gallons do these hold?
Gallons, I don't know.
Or barrels? Your average?
Barrels. I want to say, to fill these, we do, I want to say they're 15 each, but I can't say that for sure. But we brewed the dark style with midnight wheat, which is what gives it some of that kind of roasty quality, as well as a malt called Special B, which is frequently used in like Belgian style doubles. It gives it that kind of dark fruit raisiny characteristic. a little bit of like a toffee caramely flavor as well. So
Still mine. I do. You guys are soft. Yeah, it's really, really soft. It's pretty amazing this one. And this time of year is so beautiful, you know. Is that new? The 60 county side? Because we had that, we talked about that one on our last video.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? His name. That was working in the front. We met him last time when we came in, so we were talking to him. So he was something
almost wine-like. And then we make a beer called Red, which is our version of a framboise, so it's brewed with raspberries. And then we make a beer called Cerise that is brewed with cherries. And all the fruit that we use is as locally sourced as possible.
Maybe you did open that one, the cherry one.
The Cerise, every Halloween, it's always brewed the same day of the year. So every yeah.
On October 3rd? No kidding.
First, we send more into the Koolship. It gets inoculated there, and then it gets sent over here. We add our house yeast. So it's not like the rest of our Koolship beers that are truly spontaneously fermented.
Yep.
But it is inoculated with truly wild yeast. So you can see over here, all the barrels that say Koolship, those are the ones that are truly spontaneously fermented. So like lambic beers are made in Belgium.
Now the difference with the numbers, so you have like 37, 41.
This is the batch number, so this is Koolship batch number 37.
Okay.
So we've only ever done about 41.
Now what's the difference between time that you're doing it? So say between...
It all has to do with the temperature outside. So we wait until the temperature is going to be a certain, it has to be like just above freezing, but below like 40 or 45 degrees. So there's a really small window of time.
So now it's the perfect time. The beer hot tub.
So we just started Koolship season, and I guess the weather is just such that we're going to be able to start really brewing things up again. So this one we're serving is a blend of 1, 2, and 3-year-old barrels. So it's technically, the Belgians would refer to this as a cruise style. So it's not fruited. But you get this amazing, and these ones are super carbonated. They're just like ultra, like champagne-like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the way that the Koolship works is that it's not a fermentation tank, it's a cooling tank. So what happens is there's a hose that gets pumped in through here, it's attached to this. This is actually going to drop down, and it's to catch the holy hops that we use in it. We use aged holy hops, which is traditional. And then it catches the hops, and this whole tank is filled to the very, very, very brim, and there's so much steam in here that a lot